I mean,
it's just.
I don't really
Just niggas. Hey, that was a banger.
banger,
Come on, man. Hey, do you remember Drake's verse on that as well?
I do.
I mean, yeah, we can remember Drake's verse, or we can start the show.
Wow. Sorry, Mr. Right.
That's how we moving.
God damn.
Hey, I'm leaving this in.
Leave it in.
Alright, cool. It's table for free.
Hey.
What's happening?
Hey.
Hello.
It's me. It's Aaron.
It's me, Abs. What's good, baby?
Hello. You know who I am. It's fine. You know the vibes.
Oh, MFK.
Hey.
Wait, we've got to introduce you first.
Oh, wow. Is it? So
Yeah, you gotta get introduction.
Yeah.
You get introduction.
Shannon also.
Trying to shoot that shit, cut, yeah, baby. Bang, 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 bang.
Shannon here in the cut shooting the stuff. But we are also joined by special guests.
Special guest.
The best guest.
Yes, friends,
The best.
loved ones to us.
Family.
Come on.
Family.
Congo's finest.
I mean,
Eritrea's
family.
finest.
The queen.
We got
Yeah.
the queen of Eritrea.
All
We
day.
got the king of Congo.
Come on.
Tell them.
Power.
Royalty.
Tell them.
Royalty.
Maybe.
MFK.
you already know Miles from Kinshasa.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
What, you had the show, yeah. I heard you had the show
Hey,
still.
listen, I mean,
Did you sell out?
it's a bit mad. So it was interesting. It was a good crowd. still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was a good crowd.
I love to hear.
Love
And who else we got? We got Selma. Jeez, Selma Shy.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Selma.
No, I'm here.
We love that.
Oh, winner. Do you not want to hear Patient's voice note of what she told me this morning?
Yeah, go for it.
Actually play it. Go on.
Morning, Abs. Yeah, I'm not coming still. I am gonna spend my whole day in bed. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's too cold.
You lot are doing page like that.
It's everyone too, you know.
I'm sick.
So what? You lot are saying Paige basically sent the insurance
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to everyone
Set
just
up.
to be
She
like,
set up.
Yeah.
I hear it.
I do that.
Shout out to Patience, man. She's
So-
supposed to be
Hope
here.
you get
But
well soon.
We are joined by
Right.
two of our friends. We're in a big group chat together. We've been in this group chat for a few years, and it's coming towards the end of the year. So we said let's invite our friends to the podcast.
I know the two of them showed up.
Yeah, there's about 8 of us in the group chat.
No, we're actually the realest. We
To
turn
be
up to
honest,
everything.
no, you
Yeah,
don't always
we
show
are,
up.
we
are.
You two
Nah,
always
you
show
do.
up.
Yo, like, listen.
You're the
Real
only
ones.
reliable ones.
Love
Yeah,
that.
there's eight in the group
To
chat.
be
us
honest,
three
it's all
always
you
here.
need, to be honest.
It's
Yeah,
true.
trust me,
I told you, fuck them other niggas, man.
bro. That brunch we did last
Actually,
time.
Mo Mo's alright.
Yeah.
Mo can, yeah.
Yeah,
Still.
she's the only one allowed.
We know that she won't show. She lets us know
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
from day.
It's true.
That's very true.
Say all pretend
to the last minute.
until the last minute, and then
At the
while I was on my way here, I
actual
got hit by a lion. I can't even come. Like, I can't even make it.
My mum locked me out.
My mom locked me out. I can't come.
Hey, you know what's mad? He'll be like, hey, you know what's mad?
A man
He'll be like,
said
oh, Eurostar's
hit by a
expensive.
lion.
Say something dumb like that.
It's fine.
The funniest one was with the
The seasoning.
seasoning one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
Fam.
say, where are you? I'm seasoning my chicken still.
Listen, we were on our way
upset.
to a brunch, yeah. I called this nigga. He doesn't pick up. And then he calls back. No, he says in the group chat, Ibs, I was about to call you back, but obviously, man, I had chicken seasoning on my hands. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? You're supposed to be here. He's like, yeah, that's it.
Yo, do you know what's funny about that? It's like that morning he had zero intention.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Zero.
He already knew this.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
He fully decided what he was gonna do, and he did it.
What a wanker.
Still had fun without you, though.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
called him a
exactly.
wanker.
What? He's a wanker. I love him, but he's a fool.
I don't
love it.
mind it.
I think because
We
you're used to
know,
it.
we
You're
just-
used to
yeah.
it. Now I know.
Yeah.
It was
It's
funny.
fine.
For some reason, I think
But
we
you
had
know
hope.
what? He'll show up when you need him to.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like when you need him to, like
True.
shows, like
Weddings.
weddings,
True.
engagements.
If
etc.
I was getting married and say it was like, man, seasoning chicken, that's it.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
that one.
That's
That one's
it.
a bit worse.
That's
though.
mad. Imagine telling someone, yeah, I didn't even make it. Like, mom told me to fucking take her shopping. What? Pardon?
no,
I'm
he'll
dead.
definitely be there.
We love it.
We actually kicked off our wedding season last week because we've got a bunch of weddings to go to in
We love
2020. Our friend Mona, she got married last
Congrats, Mona!
Congrats.
week. Very beautiful.
We love you,
Amazing.
Mona.
It was the first Somali wedding I've been to, and it was great.
Listen,
Listen, the music was amazing.
Music
Oh,
slaps.
Music
shout
I like
out.
DJ
to
Khaled,
the-
man. DJ Khaled.
Shout out to the playlist, bro. That was brilliant.
Yo, listen, I'm not
Imagine,
involved on that
you know,
one.
we was all chilling, and then we
That
had all
was
this go, woo! I was like, oh, who's clapping? It was bloody music, bro.
Oh yeah,
He just
he played
played
live versions
live version.
of the songs.
That was
He's playing
mad.
off YouTube. I love it. What a king.
No,
Oh
shout
yeah,
out
because
to
YouTube
Mona.
had played as well.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Listen, shout out to him,
Scream.
man.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
It did.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking funny.
But listen, it was an affordable price. I love
Oh, listen, don't spend all of your money on weddings, okay? I have a lot of friends getting married and they're killing themselves.
Killing them shit.
themselves.
Yeah,
Killing them
seen the
shit.
spreadsheets. I'm like, yo, all of that for that.
Yeah, that's
God
all
damn.
wild.
that. Hey, man.
If I can get married for 7K, Chef's kiss.
7K. It's
Aye,
7K
that's,
good.
do you know what? That's a great amount, but I feel like that's
You want more?
unrealistic.
It's
that's
unrealistic.
yeah.
I don't know. It
I mean,
depends
we've
what you're
seen
doing.
it.
Depends what
Actually,
you're
no,
gonna
it
do.
depends.
We've seen it.
It depends.
Yeah,
No, it's
quick
very
registry, then
Hey, listen.
get a marquee in the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'll be a vibe. It just depends who's gonna be there. Because we always have this conversation about how many people niggas want at their wedding, and obviously, like if your parents are still about, they're gonna want their
20.
niggas.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
I've told my mum already.
Nah, I
Is
mean,
it?
Yeah.
Have
She-
you told
she-
her?
she's
Or
got a
like,
limit?
Absolutely.
does she actually know? Do you know what I mean? You could tell your parents things,
Yeah, it's true.
but that doesn't mean
Did
they're
she-
gonna
did she
listen.
actually
Yeah, well,
listen?
to be honest, I'm not having it in London, so they're gonna have to travel out.
Ah, smart.
Are you the oldest son? You're the oldest son, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You
Oldest
think you?
girl.
Like, well, listen.
Oh,
No,
everyone's
Everyone's
I
gonna
gave
be
them
about-
my graduation.
No.
Graduation,
That-
we
Listen.
had a massive do.
I
Graduation.
said I gave you had that.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
I
is
said,
mad.
Mum, listen, this is yours. Run wild with it, and she did.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
What's the cap you've given your mum?
on guests,
Yeah.
I said like maybe 25, 30.
Oh, that's
Wow,
a huge
That's
number.
a nice cap.
That's generous.
Yeah.
Great.
That's a clean.
That's
That's
perfect.
a really nice cap.
Everyone
Yeah.
better than me,
I
but
think my
Mine's
uncle,
5.
I think my uncle gave my grandma 10. No, he wanted initially give her 5,
Yeah.
and then I know
five is peak. I'm not
5
gonna
is
lie.
peak. You
It's
got
not your
to
wedding.
pick your best.
Yeah, pick your best friends.
Oh yeah, 30 is a good number. You're generous.
Yeah, no, because I still want there to be like an element of Eritrean women and
Of
the
course,
culture.
yeah.
What's
When I do the
where
party.
do you want to get married? Where's the location? If you don't mind me asking, or is that a
We're
secret?
still looking,
Okay,
Oh.
DBC.
deciding.
Hey, these lot are still looking like they're not playing about.
I like it though,
That
because you're
is,
taking
yo.
your time.
Take your time.
Yeah,
I hear it.
just
And
take your
enjoying
time.
the
Enjoy.
process as well.
I love that.
Mm.
I was saying to Abs, yeah, if you guys get married in 2021, I'll buy you a gift because I appreciate you waiting. and
No,
taking
he was
time.
serious as well.
I'm mad serious.
He said you man took a
He's
year out.
like, yo, listen, give me a whole year.
That's the
I
strongest
so I
appreciate
can
it.
preparation.
get this gift
Why?
correct.
Who's getting married next?
bare people.
Oh yeah, I remember your friends.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
6 weddings next year. So
Oh
if
no,
if
you guys,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
If you do 21, I'm like, nah, these guys get a gift. They deserve it. just on the basis of waiting and being nice.
Being courteous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
word, no,
courteous.
no.
No,
21
just
then.
turn up.
21
Nah,
or
nah,
22
nah.
is there.
If it's 21, you're getting a gift.
Do you know what
A
it's
strong one as well.
Yeah, a strong one. Yeah.
Do you know what it's about
That's a
engagements and weddings? Yeah? I feel like with me, if I propose, either we're getting married next week or let's just wait. Just wait. Give me bare time. Let's get it right.
I was
I
in
feel
be
like-
engaged
why
for a
not
long
have
time.
immediate?
Nah.
As
That's a
in,
weird one.
as in be engaged for a
Yeah,
long time.
we'll be engaged for 3 years. Fuck it. Or we even get married next week. I feel like with me it's extreme.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
Either next week or 3 years.
It's either next week or 3 years.
Decide.
Next week is wild, though.
Why
I
not?
like it though. That's romantic.
But
man.
next week is like, I want to be married to you.
Energy.
Yeah,
I don't
today.
care about
If
what
I get marry me tomorrow,
Today.
let's go registry tomorrow.
You're trying to do the Vegas thing, fam.
Yeah. We'll do fucking marriage abroad and then come home and then we'll be like, we'll just pretend we weren't married and then do it for everyone else.
Do the party.
Do the party for everyone else. Innit?
I hear it.
All the best, man.
Shout out to weddings, man.
Shout out to them boys.
What about you guys? Are you dating?
Yeah. Someone get onto these niggas. Someone get onto these
Yeah.
niggas.
I mean,
Yeah.
what are the plans? What's
Yeah.
the plan? What's the plans?
For
Yeah, Viv, what's the plans?
2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the right one.
Trying to get out of the game.
Yeah, fuck the jungle.
I said the last podcast, I'm trying to get out of the game. I told you
Bruv.
niggas, man.
On the way to Mona's wedding, me and Viv and Say was just talking. It's like jungle's long, bro.
It's long.
I don't want it.
It's long,
Yo.
bro. It's
Yo.
long. It's like it's
Yo.
great. It's fantastic risks and that, but yeah. it's
Fantastic
long.
risk.
The risk are.
But are
yeah.
you guys saying this because it's winter?
No.
I said
Nah,
it.
nah,
Oh,
nah,
you're
nah.
saying this since
Like,
summer?
I was saying this since summer still.
To be
But,
fair,
like,
Viv will say it since summer.
but I'm also enjoying like the
The
fruits
risk.
of my labor.
The
as well,
fantastic
do you know what I'm
risks.
saying?
I feel
I've got to enjoy as well, but
you have
man.
to. But then also it's like, God damn, boy.
Yeah, man.
Time.
Yeah, so, like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie. Like sometimes, like man, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "Yo,
The fuck am I
dog,
doing, man?
you're moving kind of mad, bro. That's yeah, bro.
Yeah, just a strong one.
it's a strong one.
In the summer as well, and it just keeps going. Yeah, from summer.
Do you get
Still.
questioned by your parents?
No,
Ooh,
they can't do that.
I don't actually.
Not
I
anymore.
get questioned
I
all
really
the time,
don't.
man.
If anything, it's more like my mom said she was ready to be a grandmother. I said, what does that mean?
But you know, but
I
you
don't
know
have a
what's-
house,
That's
so
that's really interesting.
the
because
priority
it's
is
just
like,
you're skipping a
I
step.
love
yeah,
down.
like you're
Yeah.
big
Like,
skipping, like.
you know.
Just said, yeah,
She's
just
like,
give
she's
me
like,
you.
I'm ready. She said, I'll be a good grandmother. I
Keep
said,
ready,
is it?
be ready, bro.
Sick, sweet
My
one.
dad said that to me as well. I was like, bro, you
You
can't
calm
tell
down.
me. You're not allowed to say anything. You can't give me any advice. Can't give me any. You acted
Oh,
up.
Shit.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
My mom was always like, "Where's your girlfriend? Where's your girlfriend?"
Is
Ibby,
it?
At your age,
Where
you
is
don't have a
she?
girlfriend. When you find her, let me know, Selma, man. Let me know, bro.
Sorry, next year.
Yeah, 2020.
Shit.
I'm at the game, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, you're going to loads of weddings, so.
Yeah,
When does
Aaron's
everyone
getting
get
married
married?
next year.
Aaron isn't getting married next year.
At the whole, at
Aaron's
Monica's
getting
wedding,
married
we're trying to
next
convince
year.
Aaron to
Stop
get
saying
married.
Aaron, you're getting married
We're
next
trying to
year.
convince
I'm
him
not
to get
getting married
married.
in 20.
Nah, I feel
When
like
you're ready.
I
yeah.
feel
He's
like
ready.
Aaron's looking like a 21, 22 still.
21 is
Yeah.
early as well.
I feel-
I said, I'm not gonna say what I said, but I said what I said.
I feel like
Why?
I
'Cause
feel
she's
like you're
listening.
late 21, like
Hi.
early 22.
Yeah.
Still.
I can.
Yeah.
I'll give you September next year.
God damn.
September.
What, proposals?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not, no.
Yeah, you would do it.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Has that crossed your mind at all? Any part of that?
Absolutely.
Like,
Look
any
at
part of
Aaron.
that process?
Look
Oh,
at him.
hell
Great question.
yeah.
Look at Aaron.
Great
Of
question.
course.
You should have spoken
Look.
to
Oh,
him on
drink
his
that drink.
birthday.
Great question.
Of course. Of
That's
course it
fine.
has.
Leave me alone.
Nah, let's get
What
Aaron.
was the question?
Huh?
No,
What
so
was
that
the- No, I didn't even hear the question
so-
properly.
at any part of the process,
Yeah.
like any part of proposing, blah blah blah, has any part of that crossed your mind at all?
Of course it has.
Speak truthfully.
Of
It's
course
just
it
us
has.
and listening.
Like even if it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to do that, or
Not like now,
But,
like,
you,
down the
you
line.
can see it
yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, down
you
the line.
imagine it.
Yeah, down the line.
fair.
Even though I have my views on marriage, but you know.
This guy.
Oh,
But like,
here we go.
but
I didn't go anywhere. I just
Here
said
we go,
my-
yeah.
but this is with the
the
current
intent,
person
yeah,
that
absolutely,
you're.
yeah,
okay.
absolute intention. Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
Ooh.
now you feel?
yeah, yeah,
Fair.
yeah, yeah. Is the answer.
Yeah.
The truthful answer. Yeah.
Love that.
Why was that so hard to admit?
Because
Because
he's a fool.
he's a man.
It's not
Is it because you're a man or because you're a fool?
Jesus, that was so difficult.
It's scary.
Someone get on
It's
to
scary
these
terms.
niggas, man.
It's,
Get up to these
that's-
niggas.
Oh, shit,
that's
dude.
scary hours. Isn't
Hey,
it?
if he's problematic,
It's
you
a
know.
very, it's a very big question.
Ibby
It's,
loves
no, but
it.
it's
True.
I feel it's a
a very
question
good
that
question.
Yeah.
requires thought, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
sorry.
does.
It's a big decision.
Yeah, it's a life changing decision. It's
Facts.
life.
That's
You
true.
know.
That's true.
You can always get divorced, man.
Yeah, but you don't want to.
Yo,
You
dog.
can,
Yo,
but it's something
no
you
one
don't want to
is
do.
trying to be the divorced guy.
Yeah, you're not
That-
trying to be, but I mean, at the end of the day,
But when you marry,
it happened, innit?
the intention is
Yeah.
to be with someone
Son, you
for
ain't gonna do it.
forever.
Yeah.
It's different coming back to the jungle from a divorce than a breakup.
It's tight, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
that
That's
must
nuts.
be what. But I feel like there must be like dating apps for just like divorced people.
Probably.
There must.
I know people around.
What,
my
as
age have
in
been
you're
divorced.
divorced?
Yes,
with-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Would you want to get with someone that's divorced?
but I
Why
feel
not?
like yeah. I
No,
feel like-
not in
That's
my.
very judgmental.
Okay, that tone was nuts.
No,
That tone was
it's not.
nuts.
But it's like
That tone was not. But I mean, in terms of, I'm looking for someone who's also been through a divorce, not as in.
I
oh
mean,
my god.
all
you've
a
been through
divorce
divorce.
is a glamorized breakup. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
so
It's
why would you
illegal-
look
It's
for
a
it?
legal breakup.
So why would
Yeah.
you look for it?
You don't look for someone who had the divorce.
Yeah, but I think
But,
it's the
I mean, if you're going for an
it's
app-
the process. Though.
yeah, that's
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I guess people they as you put your tone on, they get tarnished. For
I didn't mean it in that
for
term.
being divorced. So if you go to a place where it's just divorcees, it's like, oh, no one's gonna be judging. And
We are in the same room,
yeah, we're all
Yeah, for
we're all
real.
split.
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, say you're divorced. Just say, man, we broke up, man. That's it. That's
A
really what
man
it is.
said,
Yeah,
yo.
we
Broke up. Yeah, I broke up with my wife. Ooh, like, that's really what it is, though. You feel me?
Yo,
Divorce adds
Selma,
too
do
much
you
sauce
see
on
what
it.
I'm saying about the jungle? This is what these lot
So
do in
this is
jungle,
the mentality of the
Yo.
jungle.
What do you mean? That's all I'm saying. Listen, if you want to be divorced, get divorced, bro. Don't let these niggas force you into staying into loveless marriages.
No, that's
what
true.
my point
No,
is,
that's
though.
true.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know, but divorce must cut deep.
I mean,
But I
depends.
guess
But try and work on it,
happiness is
though.
more important.
Like,
Huh?
I said you should always try and work on it though.
Yeah.
You got a
See-
time limit,
Like,
though.
See where you can
exhaust
fix
You
it.
it.
got a time limit. Giving it a year.
Oh,
What, when you say
What,
I
to
work
work
Yeah,
on
I'm
this?
saying we're working on it. After that, we have a year to work on it.
I think that's fair.
yeah.
I can't be working past a year, bro,
that's
of
true.
unhappiness. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
that's
life
hard.
to live, you know.
Word.
Big man think there's life
But,
to
then,
live.
but obviously, like all divorces are different. It might be kids involved. Like,
Yeah.
it's, you get me? Like that's.
True.
I feel like the kids that does make it a bit.
And you know, you build your
Fair.
whole life with this person, so it's not.
That's true. But unhappiness,
They
whoa,
become a part of you.
unhappiness is peak.
It's nasty.
Still.
Just imagine years of unhappiness. Allah, take it away, man.
That's true.
Take it away.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm with you on the 1 year.
Oh.
Nah.
I mean, if we got kids, fuck them kids.
It's true.
Hi, fuck them kids, nigga.
I'm not divorcing you. I'm divorcing your mum, innit?
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm still about.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
but
out.
more of your kids are like, no.
Hey.
Shut up, man.
That's a no.
Shut up.
Come back.
Don't do it.
I'll be here, just not every day,
Mad.
or vice versa.
Do you believe in staying together for the kids?
No.
I feel like
what does staying together mean though?
Staying together.
As in what, same house?
Yeah, staying together.
That's
for
a
the
tough.
I could do same house, but we're
That's
not
a
married.
tough one,
That's
man.
dumb.
I don't.
I got my room, you got your room.
You're a fool.
I
So you're
think-
doing
For the kids?
housemates for the
You could
kids.
really
Yeah.
Nah, but then okay.
I could do
no,
that.
but
Well,
we need
move
to
next
throw,
door.
We need to throw scenarios into this.
All right,
like,
come.
say I don't know, man. Say your kids are at a very like mad point in their
What,
like,
teens?
in their
Yeah.
teens or
Yeah.
whatever, and breaking up could be like very pivotal to them or whatever. Would you not be like, let's try?
No, I gotta be honest. You gotta be honest from the
Kids always know
jump.
what's happening
You
in
gotta
their
sit your
household.
kids
That's
down
true.
and let them know what it is.
Do you know that is a fair point though. If it is like exam season or whatever, or just kids are going for a bad period, you might have to just alright, cool.
Hold it for a few
Yeah,
weeks.
So I should be upset.
No,
Yeah.
just hold it for
Hey,
a few
Yeah,
This is they
you're
kids.
the dad.
Or just go on holiday.
Fuck them kids, bro. I like it's that.
Yeah, just say, oh yeah, I'm on holiday and you're living down the road.
God
No,
damn.
don't do that.
No, but I think kids always know what's going on in their
Yeah.
household,
Yeah,
so
just be honest, man.
it's been loveless for a long time. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure
if-
some kids
The
know.
thing is,
they're
like,
I
if there's
wish my
like
kid-
hatred involved, like, I can't stand you. I'm not living in that house. Like, I'm
Oh,
out.
impossible.
But if it's like we're just not seeing eye to eye, then obviously man will go to the other room.
It just
for a bit.
depends how long we're not seeing eye to eye for.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if we haven't been seeing eye to eye for
And
2
then it's
years,
like,
then
if I look at you and feel nothing, then yeah,
God
something's gonna
damn.
happen. It happens, you know.
It does happen.
Damn.
But
Shout out to
hey,
love
not
is
for
marriage.
us.
No, inshallah.
Love.
and
Love
light
is
and
love.
all them things.
Sweet one.
Everything is love.
Yes, sir.
Alright, it's Christmas coming soon as well. Has everyone done their Christmas shopping?
Can't relate.
Can't relate.
Can't relate. My Muslim.
No, I haven't done it. Last minute.
You know that on the phone when you put like not
relate.
applicable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
NA.
Yeah.
Why
I'll
do you
do
do Christmas
last minute.
Oh, I just don't celebrate Christmas.
I love that. Mashallah.
Secret Santa.
Was that why?
Imagine.
Alright, listen.
I don't
I want to
celebrate
tell everyone a story. We were gonna do Secret Santa in our group chat,
Yep.
and then Viv was like, "Nah,
He said,
I-
"Nah,
man's
dead."
not on it."
No.
Do you know I
Must how they'll do them.
Yeah,
pagan
but what makes it
holidays.
worse is he was in the H&M Christmas. Advert.
Yeah, listen, go get the bag.
No, trash.
I'm all for the bag, but yeah, I don't.
I
do Christmas,
clocked you didn't celebrate Christmas because I think you said something about someone in your family's religious background. I was like, he probably doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, I don't-
And then when you
that's
said,
just
yeah,
like-
Secret
makes
Santa,
sense.
I was
But
like,
also,
makes sense.
but also, just in my household, like when we did celebrate Christmas, which was a very long time ago, it was never really like that. It was never really like
What,
the
tree and
it
all
was
that
more
thing,
just like you have the dinner, you
Togetherness.
spend time together,
Yeah.
type of thing. So I've never really known the whole
Presents.
getting presents, type
Gifts
of
and
thing.
things and that stuff.
Mm.
Fair, makes sense.
Yeah, Christmas is just a family thing at the end of the day. Well, nowadays anyway, it's not really like Christmas. I mean, presents. It's just more family get together
Yeah, fact.
And eat.
and
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah, it's
And
nice
being
I'm just
married.
resting
And
because
And
everyone's
rest.
flipping tired.
Everyone
Bro.
is tired.
Tired.
No, like that.
So you've never done Secret Santa?
No, I've done Secret Santa, but I don't. I
just
don't
wanna
like obviously when I've worked in certain places,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that
you've
you
done
had
it
to.
'cause
It
you
gets-
had to, not,
it
not
gets
'cause you-
imposed on you, innit?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it and stuff. But like, yeah, it's not.
So you don't want to enjoy it with your friends?
I don't really know.
It's
Not applicable.
We've done it.
It
It was nice when we did it.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
nice.
cute.
That was
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice.
Now we see why Viv wasn't involved last
I
time.
was just like,
It
yeah.
was like,
No,
No,
I
but
think-
Viv wasn't
no.
there.
I don't think
Viv
Viv was-
wasn't.
Nah, you weren't
Was it
there.
in a group
part of
chat?
it then. No, he wasn't.
It was in
in
the
it
group
then.
chat then.
Nah, I think. Nah, was that?
No,
Nah,
you
you
weren't-
weren't there. You
Oh,
weren't
was
there.
it? I thought
Damn.
I was part of the group chat. I thought I was one of the originals.
You got to take that with management. That wasn't us.
Yeah, it wasn't
man.
us.
Who's current administrator? Oh, is that?
I think
is
it's.
that-
I think it was you at one point.
think
Then I
everyone.
took it from you, and then I
Yeah.
gave the power to everyone.
I took the championship.
I remember that.
And I
Took
gave
that
the
Well,
power.
ring.
to-
boy.
oh wait, me, Mona, and Viv are admin.
Oh shit!
The fuck?
That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
How?
About to be some changes in this group. Oh
I did that
shit!
before once.
I don't know how that happened.
I
That's mad.
removed someone.
Oh man.
I'm steaming. I remember I was the
That
only
was
admin
funny.
at
You
one
took the
point.
power of everyone.
Yeah, I was like everyone. No, what was it?
It was
I
like-
think it was an update where everyone was admin and you could take off admin off everyone else, and everyone was just talking about it in the group chat. What everyone was talking about it,
He did
took
it.
admin off everyone. I said,
It's
"Yo,
Oh, this guy thought he was Thanos, bro.
You got
How
to,
you
man, you
just
got
gonna?
to.
This guy could never be a leader of a country.
of course I could." I'm
No.
getting shit done, baby.
Because you'd be doing bare stuff.
Was it conservative?
Conservative
vibes?
energy, bro.
It
Yeah.
would be so laid back though.
I'd be chilling some.
Yeah, so he'd be the
so
worst
laid
leader. You
back.
think, oh, he's a nice
Yeah,
guy.
he just
You can go
laid
for a
back,
pint with him.
nothing.
Now we'll get things done, but like, obviously, bare bank holidays, bro. Bare bank holidays.
Why he's spending the country's economy on stuff.
Hey, do you man know about the like how mad it's gonna be like
Yeah.
when the Queen dies and that?
Oh, what?
As in the preparation that these lot have,
Oh.
the lengths of it type of thing. So
Oh,
basically, like if she dies at night, or something like that, the next day is bank holiday straight away,
Shit,
and then the day of her funeral is bank holiday. Like they're like literally prepared like
Is it
right now. So
confirmed?
if something happens right now, like
2 bank
everyone
holidays.
in Buckingham Palace is ready to get dressed in black straight away. They're ready to like do the whole flat. It's
Well,
mad.
funeral expeditiously.
BBC goes all black,
Oh, wow.
Where did you
and
read
they
this?
only show it's on like the BBC website, bro.
Wait,
it's
how did you find it?
it's hell extensive, bro. I just typed in.
What, Queen died?
Nah,
yeah,
don't type that
whatever.
in.
No, swear down.
No, that
Nah,
happens
because-
sometimes.
No, I typed it in and I was like, I saw how prepared it was. It's quite recent, in fact.
Oh, you typed in what happens if the Queen dies?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like it's mad. Like BBC, like they're gonna be showing everything about the Queen for like 2 weeks. Like so that all the EastEnders thing and that.
Everything gets
Roof.
knocked off.
Oh, wow.
Bro, like
Wait, what
it's
kind of other things do you Google?
obviously I Google some stuff, you know, like
That's it.
To be
what
fair, I
guitars
Google
were
mad
good in
random
the
shit.
1970s and that. But
Oh, that's,
no, but this
I'm impressed. Go on.
That's, yeah,
No,
no,
but
that's
this-
really good.
but do you know what it was? I wasn't expecting to find this. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just
Yeah.
thought it would be like blah 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 whatever, but it's like hella.
Because she's been in
Crazy.
power for time, innit? Like,
Yeah,
since
She's
when?
like 150 or some shit.
No, she's
Oh.
only
and obviously,
90
and also
something.
It's not
King-
that old, but she's old.
Prince Charles becomes king like
Straight
boom
away.
immediately. The banknotes get changed
Immediately.
immediately.
Bro,
Bro, it's
fucking
mad
hell.
still.
banknotes.
Banknotes, coins get changed because bruv, Prince Charles becomes king, innit?
That's mad.
I
Yeah,
thought they
but-
could just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like
Yeah.
bro,
So it won't be Lizzie.
So
no
what?
more.
All of the Commonwealth
Charlie.
countries as well?
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Huh?
All the Commonwealth countries as well. Do they have to change their
bro,
names
it's
too?
Probably,
techie.
innit?
Like apparently Australia are gonna like after that happens. I think Australia are trying to.
Oh, duck out.
They're trying to so that
But
that's
they're
not,
waiting.
so that on their
Oh,
flag.
the
and
flag
that.
is not there. God
Oh,
damn.
man, they are way
Bro,
too-
it's mad still. Read up on
Someone
it when you
must
get
say,
time.
like,
Read up on it.
It's nearly happening.
Yeah.
What made you think about the Queen that day?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Was it that-
But it's just I think it just came to me that like the Queen is actually quite old.
Someone
Yeah,
said the
when
other
you
day
think
she
about
died,
this.
and I was like,
Yeah,
what?
there was a
chill,
there was a
chill.
rumor.
And
No,
then
there
she
was
did
there was
that.
a
There
rumor.
on Twitter.
It was on Twitter. It was trending on Twitter.
No,
Queen
but the
died.
thing is, you need to think about it like this, bro. Like the Queen dying cannot be a rumor. Like
Yeah, that would never be.
that's
That's
like-
mad.
that's
you know
That'd
how
be even
definitive
fact.
it is.
Yeah.
Like
It
when
was
the Queen
trending.
died.
It was trending.
That's mad.
It's mad.
And I clicked on it, and everyone was like, oh, she didn't die. Just people kept saying
Was
she
it
died.
trending on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Twitter
They
is
do
a
lot of
fucking
those,
bubble,
hoaxes,
man.
isn't it?
Say it again.
I said they do that quite a bit, don't they?
What,
Just
fake-
kill
fake-
people on
Someone
Twitter.
dies
Yeah.
and then it's all over Twitter.
It's mad.
Still.
All right, well, let's talk about the death of this country then.
Oh shit.
Segue.
because
Excellent segue.
because shit. So if you have been avoiding this news, well done to you, but I am here to bring you bad news. The Conservative Party won a big majority of 364 seats, adding an additional 47 seats, including Kensington, where we are currently recording,
Yuck.
a few years after the Grenfell tragedy, where it was their buildings and their mistreatment of the borough which led to the tragedy.
Absolutely.
In gaining those 47 seats, Labour lost 59 seats, mainly coming from the north working class areas. And if you know anything about the Conservative Party, they are not for the working class, they are for the middle upper class. Labour lost 8% of the overall votes compared to the 27 snap election. Following the defeat, leader, my hero, Jeremy Corbyn, stepped down as
Okay.
Labour leader, but said he'll continue to be the MP of Islington.
Gang.
This country hates us because it worked. The rhetoric of the media pushing the anti-Semite thing worked. The poor people got convinced that the Conservative government are for them. So yeah, we are dying.
But was it ever in doubt though?
I don't think
I'd hope.
it was going to be this
I had
big
hope.
of a defeat. They didn't expect this much of a defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the Labour in a lot of the Labour wins and losses, they lost a lot of voters compared to the previous election, and many of them were hemorrhaged from either the Brexit Party in the north of people who wanted Brexit to happen, or by the Lib Dem for people who wanted to remain. Because of this, it created a space for Tories to win a lot of seats narrowly across the UK.
All the best.
Even in mine and Ibby's area in Brent, which is a very Labour area, there was about 28,000 votes for 2 Conservative Party members across 2 areas.
Can you imagine?
Both Labour won both of them, but it was a lot of votes going towards Conservative, so it is very scary times.
Scary hours. Basically, it's time to leave, guys. Where we moving? What country we taking over?
Listen, I've been trying to get my boy to move to the Caribbean.
Honestly, like,
Yeah.
I mean, now's the time.
Now's
Now's the time. Because
Since it's happened, I've just been talking about it, thinking about it. It's all mad.
It's just sad.
I've had
Only
enough.
because, like I was saying to who was I speaking to? I think it was Jermaine. Like, in terms of like poor people outside of London voting for Conservative, it's nuts because you're just still going to be in shit. But it's like you only did it because of immigrants, and the whole Brexit thing was more of a priority than your own welfare and well-being or the future of your kids. Like, I think, was it Isle of Sheppey or something like that? I didn't even know it existed, but I found out that it's a place like just far. It's just somewhere else, yeah. And they're basically in poverty in terms of the entire place is in poverty. They have like one school, and like so many like other buildings have closed down, and education's gone down, and funding and everything. And Conservatives still won at the end of that because of Brexit.
It was the same in Black.
Because they believed that with Brexit, then the money will go back into into their businesses and stuff like that. And it's like,
Still,
it's funny, but really and truly, it's actually very upsetting because, like, you're not even like, you know what I mean? You're not even thinking.
You're not thinking long term.
You're not thinking long term, but you're not thinking what's best for the country, if anything. Like, if a man is offering you free education, free internet, all these things, yeah, even I was like, oh, free internet doesn't really apply to me, but you lot clearly said that. What about for someone who needs it?
Yeah.
And it's like, I would rather free education and like, I'm suffering, but then my kids or the future have education in terms of, so they're smart enough to get things rolling. Whereas now it's more like, okay, so the people that voted now are dumb.
Yeah.
The future will also be dumb because education's finished, and our NHS will be finished as well. So it's nuts.
But
And
you
it's
know
dumb
what?
because London as well. We got it together. Like most of London, well done to you, voted for Labour. And I think what you was telling us in the group chat in terms of like, it's mad because we will see it all on our timelines and everything. And you'll be thinking, yeah, like we got this, but literally it's just the city.
Yeah, it's an echo chamber, bro.
It's mad.
Yeah.
And not just that, it's also people who are similar to you.
Exactly.
So
So it's mad. But I don't know, man. Credit to you if you voted. There were a lot of like first-time voters as well. Surprisingly, some of you are older than me. I thought you'd do better in life, but hey, you voted, so I appreciate it. But I think it's one of those things where
It's true though.
literally, I was disappointed with some people because it was like first time. I was like, wow. But like,
3 elections since you've been able to.
That's what I'm
vote.
saying. But at the same time, I think it's a thing where we shouldn't just now forget about politics and just move back. It should be a constant thing. So
I feel sorry for people working public services.
yeah, that
I
too.
feel so sorry for them. They're already overworked. It's about to get even more overworked. I know that demon Boris Johnson said they're going to be adding more nurses to the NHS, but that was only because they cut a big chunk in the last election.
Do you know how funny that is?
So is that we're just going to rectify the problem which
No,
we made?
do you know how funny that is? Imagine saying, alright, cool, yeah, I'm going to cut 60,000 nurses, and then everyone's going to complain that we have no nurses, and then in our new manifesto, I'm going to be like, we're going to add 20,000 more nurses because we've listened to you and realised that all the nurses are overworked and we need more help. And everyone's like, yeah,
This is smart.
yeah. But you're the one who did it.
You're the
in
one who
first
did it.
place.
But you know, but I
Can't
think,
lie, though.
do you know what it is? It's like I feel like a lot of people and those who voted Conservative as well, I feel like a lot of them are misinformed, not necessarily uninformed. Because I feel like because uninformed is like you don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Misinformed is like, hey, like what you just said, where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you some more nurses, but we cut them. Like
Literally,
we're the
type
ones
of thing,
who
innit?
we
So-
made that mistake.
Because I saw one guy on BBC.
I know you're about to.
Oh.
Yeah, and they ask him.
Oh.
They're like, oh, so why did you vote for Conservative? And this guy's like, no, they're like, what do you hope is gonna happen, or what do you hope that they're gonna do? And he's like, I just hope that they're a solid party type of thing. And I was just like, you just don't know. Like, them man just sold you whatever lies,
And you went for it.
and you just literally went for it still.
Was this
But-
the guy whose wife died because there was a lack of nurses in the
Yeah.
NHS?
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's like, brother.
but do you know what it is as well? I feel like, do people vote for the good of the country, or do they vote for themselves?
Themselves.
Most people vote for themselves.
And that's the problem.
And that's the problem. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because like, I think as a party, especially how Labour, because it was very torn at the moment.
Yeah.
I think they didn't do very well to talk to like the person. They were just like, the country needs this, da da da.
Mhm.
Whereas I think the Tories just went in straight to Brexit.
What
which-
people want.
Do you see what I'm saying? Right
Yeah.
now, that's like a very fragile
what people
thing.
wanna
So
hear,
people
yeah.
are just like, yeah, Brexit,
And-
cool.
Do you know what that is? Yeah. They know 50% of the country don't want Brexit or don't know about Brexit, but there's 50% who want Brexit.
Yeah,
And that 50% might only be like 30% of people going to vote Conservatives. So that could be the rest of the 20% is made up from everywhere else. So we're
Facts.
going to get 20% extra votes plus
Yeah.
the ones we already had. Even if they want to stay, they're going to come over.
yes, Pete, man.
Yeah, we're
Listen,
done.
it was a
Aaron's really stressing, you know.
tactical masterclass.
No, but I feel like it's also because especially for our generation, I feel like this is like one of the first votes that really directly impacts us like right now and also our future. I feel like the last votes has been more about what's gonna come,
Yeah.
but I feel like this one is like, oh shit, like,
This is the L.
It's the Brexit.
Brexit's tomorrow, that affects me. Like, you know, the ones there, and then after there's more stuff that's gonna come afterwards. So,
It's
yeah.
set, you know, no one can challenge him. Anything he puts forward, he can say, "Oh, niggas gotta get out." Who says I? Well, the one by one, all you blacks out.
Yeah, this is why I speak, because with Cameron and May, obviously didn't have a majority, so there was some
There was some clashes.
resistance. This nigga won by a landslide. Like,
Yeah, that's
Anything
wild.
he
he
wants.
can do whatever he wants.
That's
with
the
no
scary part.
resistance.
That is the scary part. Even if everyone in the opposition voted against him, it
It
doesn't,
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Like,
It
no
doesn't
hung
matter.
parliament, no this, no that.
And even if there was people against him in his own party, it's not enough.
Well,
Well,
But like I was saying like yesterday, even in the group chat, man, like for I think especially for black people, but obviously minorities, like
yeah,
we'll survive.
we've like we've known how to do is survive.
Yeah.
a whole like almost our whole existence, apart from like our ancestors and stuff like that. So it's like we'll find a way, but it's just that for a lot of people, it is actually gonna get like.
Mad.
but I'm tired of just surviving. You know, I want to live. I
Yeah,
want
but
to
you
live.
know what?
I just don't want to lose
You
hope.
see, the whole time you guys have been speaking, I was just thinking to myself, yeah, okay, this is just a hurdle.
Yeah,
Like, we're always gonna have
Yeah.
something stopping us. We're not
My
not English.
It's
We're
true.
not English.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, my thing was, yeah, we actually had a leader who was like, nah, like, let's care about the ethnic minorities and everyone who isn't like a white rich person. The first time I've ever seen it, and probably the last time we'll see it in this country.
Yeah, I think someone said this is the first time where it wasn't someone who wanted to be prime minister because of like points for himself or like for
It was actually for the
benefit,
people.
put on his CV. It's literally for the good of the country, and the country said, "Fuck off, mate."
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
I was saying to Ibby, like, me and Ibby down to Tony Blair a lot because he's a war criminal, but we need Tony Blair. We need
We need
someone.
a person.
I'm not
who's
gonna
like
lie. When Tony
Blair.
Blair was in power, it was good times back in the day.
I think it's
you know?
because also like we remember a lot of the
Positives.
The I would even say like, you know, like the stuff that we got to do because of funding
Yeah.
that came from that time.
Yeah.
And obviously
Shout out to
that's
EMA.
directly affected who we've become now.
Yeah.
So obviously now seeing that that's not gonna happen like for the generations that will come before
Yeah.
us as well. It hurts as well a little bit.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, all you man up north, I hope you watch Game of Thrones because London is King's London, and you saw what happened.
Yeah, man said
Before-
winter's coming, you know.
And you ain't got no dragons.
Winter's
Who
coming, for real.
landed?
It's peak.
People
Bun
gonna
up Winterfell. Boris is gonna bun up Winterfell. You got no dragons, so he's gonna close the gates on you guys. So,
scary hours, man.
It's actually scary hours.
life.
But we got each other.
We got each other, man.
As a black.
Fuck that.
We got each other
What's each other?
I don't know.
in this room.
Yeah.
Togetherness as a people. That's
Well,
how
we are a
rise.
family. A giant tree.
What movie was that again?
Dreamgirls.
Oh yes.
Big movie.
As we have our friends in the room,
Yeah, let's have fun now.
let's have some fun.
Cool.
MFK.
Cheers.
If that's your real name.
Do you know what? I feel like every interview that I've ever had, someone said that.
What?
If that's your real name, I'm just like,
Love.
yo.
Miles.
Does it make you laugh when people call you Miles?
Not
It's
anymore.
hilarious.
Okay.
It's hilarious because it's just like
I've known Miles for.
I
It's
walk,
like
I
me and
walk
Miles have
past
been
so
working
many
on
people.
this one for.
Yeah.
100%. I walk past so many people that say
When they
Miles.
ask you Miles, I'm like,
100%.
who the fuck is Miles?
Because I'm just like, because usually when I'm at those kind of things, I'm there with my friends who are calling me Viv.
Yeah.
So when someone just calls me Miles, it's like to flip this. It's mad.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking.
But even if they didn't know your name, at least call you MFK. That makes more sense than calling you Miles.
Do you know what? I reckon I'd probably respond to MFK
Yeah, that's
more
calm.
because that's like very unique
Yeah.
to me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but when you
Miles
like work with like new people, and then obviously they know you as Miles from Kinshasa, and they say Miles, you say my name's Viv, or do you just keep it rolling?
I guess it depends.
How do you introduce yourself?
I say Miles.
I'm
You say
calling
Miles?
Yeah,
Oh, so
I
it's
say
your
Miles
fault.
because
Wait,
if I do,
wait. Back, hold on. So when they call you Miles, you don't really respond.
But then you introduce
But you
yourself.
because
Because-
no, do you know why? No, do you know why? It's
Get on,
because
yeah,
do
someone
you know
get on
why?
to it.
It's
Yeah,
because
Nah,
with
I
the
just-
with
I
the
wanna
Miles
understand.
with the Miles thing,
Yeah.
I'm still not like, even if I've introduced myself as Miles to like an artist or whatever,
okay.
it's
I
not
know what
like
you mean.
they always refer to me as Miles
Yeah.
like that. So if I'm walking down the street and someone was to say Miles, I'm not necessarily always assuming that it's man. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm used to people being like Viv or Vivian. Do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying, innit? So it's a bit.
I think I know what you mean. It's like
But
when
also
you give out
I-
your fake name.
but
and then
also-
people just use it.
It's a street
Kind of.
name.
But also, it's just like because you've already been doing that sort of the emails with
Yeah.
Miles or whatever. If I walk in and I'm like Viv, they're like, oh, so who was I speaking to?
Yeah,
it's all
true.
mad.
Okay.
Fair.
It's all mad, bro.
That is funny.
Yeah, man.
Would you say
The
you've
life
had
of
a
okay.
good year?
Yeah, I've had a cool year. Man. We've had obstacles and that, but like I feel like that ended the year on a higher still. We feel good. 2020 and all that.
Listen, man, shout out to you on that show. Honestly, great.
And the shirt as well.
And the shirt as well.
Good
Yeah,
material.
Much is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I ordered mine
Shout out to
yesterday.
Abs because he told me to put that on a
Put on a
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Still, yeah, you gotta give people there.
Did I?
Oh yeah, he did still. See, this
Damn, he remembers.
see, like, listen,
I don't remember
man,
that.
give out the credit, you know.
I don't
Man, give
remember.
out the credit.
I love it.
Shit, there was my percentage. I'm joking.
So, so
Yeah.
we got to, we got to talk to my
Talk to my lawyers. Talk to my lawyers.
Oh, that's
They
sick.
do all that shit, you know.
No, that's
I love
great.
that.
That's actually very funny. He's like, oh, where's my money?
Yeah, put my money at the door. I'm
Quick
joking.
royalties there.
Come
you know.
on.
No, but yeah, man, it's been cool. It's been cool still. Hopefully we'll do another show in 2020. Not even hopefully, we'll definitely do another show in 2020.
Do you want to do like festivals as well?
Yeah, hopefully we'll see. Like at the moment I'm just working on my EP.
Jeez.
So just finishing that up and then that's gonna come out early in the year still. So we'll go
I have a
from there.
question. If I have a birthday party, will you perform Golden at it? If I ask you to.
Oh yeah, like
Great
obviously
stuff.
you like at me, like we'll just
For free?
obviously now Golden. The worst thing is Golden. Like that was the first time we had done that live.
Really?
Yeah, we've never done that live. Song's been out for like 2 years now, a year, sorry. And
Golden is the greatest.
it
song.
was very interesting, like just seeing people actually singing the lyrics back because I was like,
It slaps, you know?
but it's because that's the first time I'd performed it.
Yeah.
I'm quite used to like the older tracks. People know it, cool, I get
Yeah.
it or whatever. But with that one there, it was kind of like, oh, okay, fair enough, I hear you.
So was you shocked when everyone knew the words to your late
That
to-
was
to
wild.
Stay?
Like, Stay was wild because the song had only been out for 2 days.
And everyone knew the words.
I was like, that's mad still. That's very, very mad. I feel like I would say that's probably one of the first shows where a lot of the songs I felt like the crowd was also singing the songs back to me. And that's a very, that feeling is
So
very...
would you say you take like a mental note of some of the songs that get like an instant reaction?
100%.
And then like you work into that kind of bag?
It's the best, like live is the best testing ground, like, because if people aren't feeling it,
you know, innit? you know
the energy is all in the room, innit?
Because so I know you said that when Maybe came out, you felt people didn't feel it, but then
no, do you know what it was? Is I like, because I love my songs, innit?
Yeah.
Like, so I knew like that it was a growers.
Okay.
I just knew that you need to see the video, you need to come to the show, experience it live, and then it's just
different.
mad.
Because when you ended on it, I was like, yo, this is a concert. Because
Still.
everyone was maybe and
still.
dancing their ass off. And I was like, yeah, this is it.
Do you know? I think also like someone was saying as well, like the merch helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because I think
Great material.
I think it's like, oh, this is like, you have your merch and it's kind of like, oh, this is my song.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I think that's something as well that I've learned from doing the merch.
Perfect timing, man.
But Viv, you know what I've noticed about your shows, yeah? Remember the last one, the one you had in Bermondsey?
Yeah.
Honestly, the crowd, only like literally 5 or 6 of us were friends, and the rest were just people we don't know who came to support.
Still,
That's sick.
You got
And
fans
it
out here.
was like it was just
This guy got fans out here.
yeah,
man.
it's like a proper fan base.
Yeah, it's. Do you know what? It's like.
That's what white people crowd. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
get out here.
it was, I can't lie, it was a lot of Caucasian people.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was-
man. It's
So
like.
he's so cool. Miles is so cool, man.
Oh my God, Miles.
Miles, wow. Such
No,
a cool
that
name.
was great.
No, I love it, man.
I love
Like,
his shirts, man. It's so sexy.
man, I feel like that's the type of music that I make. It's definitely for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely inclusive of everyone and for everyone.
Because even can't remember his name now, but the black geezer. I was like, yeah, this is
Masterpiece.
This is like some Black Oasis shit. I like
That's
this.
But you see him, like, what I love about him is like he's got hella youthful energy. Like the minute he came on, it's like he put a smile on everyone's face, and it's just like he reminds me a lot of myself as well, because he makes that kind of music that you might not necessarily expect a black person to make, but it's still his own thing.
Still
Like
feels
everyone
like-
warmed to it,
yeah.
type of thing. So sick stuff.
Man, like Miles from Kinshasa, boy.
That's me.
So why do you hate Gold Link?
I don't
I was
hate-
gonna ask him that next door.
I don't hate gold,
But
like,
you do.
because to be honest,
But you do.
because to be honest, like even
The receipts.
that situation that just happened with the Matt Miller thing, like that, it didn't really
You surprise you.
it didn't really do anything to it. Like, I didn't think, oh, Gold Link is worse or better
Yeah.
than he was before. But I'm just not really a big Gold Link fan still.
His music.
I feel
it just
like
came
when
on
you
the-
announced it, that's when his whole career went downhill. Like
I'm
you said,
dead.
he was dead. Like,
You're
man-
moving like I announced this like
Yeah.
publicly. Like.
and then he went on a tantrum, bro.
You heard people was talking.
Yeah. he got
Listen,
mad.
man, fame is a hell of a drug, man.
It is.
It's mad.
So is jealousy, all of them things.
Listen,
Mad,
jealousy
bro.
is mad.
I swear. I was looking at this guy like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Stupid
Listen,
guy.
shout to Gold Link, innit?
Nah, don't do that. Don't shout that guy. Even when I was listening to Keisha Nada's album yesterday and the song came on, I was like,
No,
fuck's sake, that song's a
but-
banger.
Do you know what? Tell a lie, on that tune, he's hard.
Yeah. But
On
I
that
was
tune,
vexed.
I've never said that Gold Link is dead. That's what I've never said. I've just said that like it's not my vibe.
You
I
have
mean, you
some-
said a bit more,
That's not
but
my-
yeah.
What did I?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
He's
I'm
like-
sorry.
His
But
raps.
the new thing on Keisha Nada's album, I was literally listening to that this morning.
slapping.
Hard,
slaps.
It's a good
banger.
one.
Slaps.
banger stuff.
That whole album.
It's actually really good. Summertime vibes.
When will you work with Keisha Nada?
Someday still, because I feel like that's a sick. That's actually a sick.
I would like to see it.
Yeah, the worlds could work still. We'll
When
see,
will
man.
you work with Sango?
Do you know what's funny? I met Sango last year when I went to Lisbon to do NOS festival. We were staying in the same hotel, saw him downstairs. I just like approached him and we were just talking, and then funnily enough, he ended up being on the stage with us as well
Oh, is it?
because Branko, who brought me out there, had him come out as well.
Okay.
So we were talking. So yeah, hopefully that might happen. But he's just a cool guy. Like
I love that.
cool guy still.
Selma, you gonna start singing for us as well?
Hey, Selma can sing, you know.
I swear.
Bruv,
No.
Selma can sing, you know.
Yeah, Viv, get onto these niggas.
She's wasting
Get onto
talents.
these niggas. Well, you can sing.
She
No,
don't
I
need to
don't.
sing for you lot right now, but just know that on the record, Selma can sing and she knows this stuff.
No.
Have you heard her sing?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Viv, stop. You're making me shy, man.
She knows she can sing. Man.
No, I don't.
No,
I believe it. I can't lie.
I believe it.
I believe it
I
as well.
believe it.
Have you had a good year, Selma?
I've had an amazing year.
Oh,
Amazing.
she got engaged. She moved into a house. Jeez. We love to hear.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a year of growth, like mentally.
Has it
And
been a
just-
rewarding year? I feel
Yeah,
like that's the word for you.
absolutely.
It's been rewarding.
It's been very rewarding. I feel
Yeah.
very blessed.
Peace of mind.
I'm at peace.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's
Love
I feel
that.
very content.
that
Just-
kind of love, yeah.
Jeez. Teach us.
Teach us, man.
Teach us, man.
No.
Listen, just be happy.
I'm trying.
Be-
I'm
No,
trying.
you know what? Be present and just be self-aware
Word.
as
I like
much as
that.
possible.
I like that one.
I can't lie, yeah. You and your babes. You're my favorite. You're one of my
I found
favorite couples,
best
man.
friends.
Sweet.
Honestly, a gift will come your way.
I love it.
2021, I'll bring you a gift, bro.
You're actually a stupid fool.
I'm
You're
being
really
serious.
pushing this 2021.
I'm bringing you a gift.
It might just be 2020.
What end of?
No, I'm joking. No,
There'll
no.
be no
It's
gift.
2021.
There'll be no
No
gift.
gift for you. I'll be
what's the
there,
gift
but no
though?
gift.
It'll be something nice. Don't worry.
Can I pick?
Yeah,
What?
Okay, cool.
Pick the gift.
yeah.
I'll let you pick
If
it.
it's-
It would just be a plant or something.
No. If it's
Well,
20,
no,
if
I'm
it's 21,
picking.
if it's 21,
Yeah.
alright.
I'll give you a budget though.
I'll
Yeah,
give-
what, an allowance?
Yeah, I'll give you an allowance.
Plant.
Is that what
You want a
saying?
plant?
I want to
Yeah, I
give you a
want loads of
fantastic
plants.
pot,
Oh, I
like
hear
just an elite
I'll
pot.
bring you
Okay.
5 because
I thought maybe you want like a blender. Homely things.
A kettle.
You know what I mean?
A
I feel
a
You got
George
all of
Foreman
that.
grill.
I feel like that's a thing you get for like
Married
married couples. You get like
Yeah,
House
yeah,
stuff.
house stuff.
yeah, house shit.
But
Yeah,
I
I know,
feel
but
like,
I want to pick those myself.
I hear that.
but I feel like I feel like now people just give peas because
Yeah.
like, you know, back in the day, not even back in the day, but bare people would buy like the same present.
Oh, yeah, more
so
than
that they
once,
gotta
yeah.
go do the return and
To be
Yeah.
honest, that is what we do, like in our culture as well. We don't.
What budget?
No,
Just
Money.
give money.
Oh.
Do that then.
Yeah, that's calm.
like when they're dancing.
I said,
Like on their heads.
yeah, you just
just
Spray.
And it's not no. It's not no.
What do you do, dollars? I was about to say,
Nah.
what
You
do
lot do pounds.
10s, 20s.
Wow.
Oh,
50s.
shit,
Man said, fuck
damn.
you, Nigerian broke boys.
Shit,
I'll
damn.
send-
Dollars.
I'll send you via Monzo then.
Yeah, I'll slap the card on you.
Yeah, I'll send the back, but
Here you
like,
go.
Yeah, it gets
My
a
pin
bit-
is 666. Take it. That's live.
Sweet one.
I can't wait. I want to go to Eritrea with him, bruv.
Bruh,
Yeah,
Shake
you're
my
coming
tits.
to one.
I can't wait.
What? Who shakes their tits though?
Me.
Shoulders.
I said I want to shake my tits.
I'll be shaking my tits.
Go ahead.
I'm ready. I can't wait.
What about how has it been for you guys
yeah, what?
this year?
It's a year, bruv. It's a year, innit?
Yeah, no,
It's a
but what's
year.
happened?
I mean, it's been alright. Like it's been out of 10. Call it a 6. Like it wasn't good. I wouldn't call it a good year. Like I've had better years, but it wasn't terrible. Like 2018 was weird. It was like the highs were really high, and then the lows were like terribly low. But with 2019, I think it was just even keel. You know what I mean? It wasn't. Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
I'm hoping for obviously a better year next year. We don't want alright.
Yeah,
man,
of
yeah.
course.
We want great years, but yeah, it was cool. I can't complain.
I had less lows. No, I had more lows. I had less lows this year than 2018, but like the highs weren't as high.
I think that's
So
what
it
it
was
is.
a very medium year.
Yeah, it was
alright.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been on a few trips this year as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you've been traveling like
Yeah.
a traveler, man.
By the way, Shelly Ann,
You mean her?
personal
Oh!
right, I didn't realise.
If you're looking, Shelly Ann, I miss you. Sorry, go on.
So as soon as we landed there, we went to like this restaurant, and the woman
Barbados,
served
by the way.
us,
Yeah.
Shelly, and then that's when I messaged you guys. But I didn't realise there was gonna be bare Shellys.
Oh, it's true.
In Barbados.
Yeah.
So I went and showed her a picture of you guys. She was like, I'm not sure, and I was like, yeah, it's probably the wrong Shelly.
God,
No,
no.
it's gotta be, man. It has to be,
Wait,
man.
did she have the boosie haircut?
Yeah, she did.
the little
Is
boosty
it
fade.
like these?
It's like a
Nah,
fade.
you lot are stupid.
Nah, she had a
What
little
is
boosty
it?
fade.
No, it was a fade.
I don't remember.
It's like a high top fade, a little
Yeah.
bit.
And she works
You're
at
laughing,
Burger.
but I promise you that's what it
No,
was.
she had Boosie
She
fade.
had a Boosie fade. Someone said that she got the Boosie fade and it just
What does
stuck.
it look like? I
Like
don't-
a
Type in
fade.
little Boosie fade.
She looks like
beautiful Boosie.
Yeah, beautiful little Boosie.
That's funny.
That Boosie badass.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The year's been alright.
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah, like I mean, like you literally what you lot said. Like the lows were very minimal compared to last year, but the highs was just like alright. But like mental state, I think I've found peace of mind this year, which is really good.
Definitely found that.
Like
That's like the most important.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I was struggling at the start of the year, but like I've got it out of the way now, so I'm good to go. Yeah, we just moved, man.
Around March time, I was like, yo.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm at a stage now, yeah, where like I touch wood, but like in terms of like the lows that I've reached, that I won't go there again because I feel like I've worked on what's needed to be done to maintain to a certain level, so that if something does get to me, I can be more accepting of it and I can work around it.
Yeah.
And communication as well is up, so it's all good.
Listen, therapy 2020.
Because fam, there was
I'm thinking
lows,
about
bro.
Therapy,
Last year
yeah,
was
go for it.
lows, bro. There was one time, yeah, I didn't tell you, but
So you're gonna tell the podcast?
yeah, why not?
Okay. Good. I just want to make sure you know what you're doing.
One
innit?
time, yeah, last year, where like I started thinking like negative thoughts towards you two. Like I
God
wouldn't tell
damn.
you. It was mad. like-
Why you? Can we? What? Okay.
No, but this was last year. It was fun. It was fun.
I
fixed it,
guess.
I fixed
Okay.
it. But
Sure.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts, but I fixed it.
God damn.
I mean,
All right.
shit happened.
Yeah, but I guess
Hey,
it does.
Yeah, open space. Safe zone, but shit.
I don't know if it's a safe space. But yeah,
Put in
sure.
a text.
Serious, and
No, it's good you told us.
No, but like
Eventually.
it was just a thing where like I knew it wasn't like a real thing. It was just when you just have a weird vibe, like, and
Yeah.
then you're just thinking everything is like
Everything's
something's just
terrible.
mad. Like you're
Yeah.
just
Nah,
mad. And- but the thing is
I
like
do understand that.
because the thing is like when I'm with you, I know that's not the case because
Yeah.
obviously I'm with you, man. I love
Yeah.
you, man. It's calm, blah blah blah. But then there'll be moments, and it's just like I'm just tripping. Like so, I worked on it.
Do you know what I like?
And I think we had
understand
a
that stuff.
We did have a
conversation. We've had
conversation.
conversations already, like in
Yeah.
terms of small things. So it's fun. So
Mm.
it's whatever.
I
But it
feel
happens.
like that happens. Like sometimes there's moments where you might not see a friend for like a very long time, and for whatever reason you just assume that it's
Something's
not
wrong.
Something's
like
wrong.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see them, and then
yeah.
after it's just like, well,
I was
guess
tripping.
everything was blessed. I was tripping, you know, like so.
Nah, that does happen.
But yeah, man.
That does happen. Listen, man. We're all working and growing and all of them.
All
All
the
that
mental
hippie dippy shit. You know, people say, we're growing, you know, it's just a year of growing. Fuck off. Yeah, we're doing it.
But
We're all
no,
trying to.
therapy's a good idea though.
Yeah,
I
definitely
always
is.
say it and I always think about it,
Yeah.
but maybe in
I
2020
mean,
we'll actually
yeah,
do it.
Maybe.
No,
see.
definitely.
Have you gone to therapy, Selma?
No,
Are you gonna go to therapy?
No.
I love that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Viv, are you gonna go to therapy?
I'm scared, man.
Same.
I'm scared.
You're
I
right.
will do, but like, I'm
Do you still go?
No, it was too expensive. I was like, I've given her way too much money. I'm gonna deal with this the rest of it. I think I've got the tutorial.
It's just getting the right. Like we should probably get someone who. I know someone who's a therapist actually.
Yeah.
But they just said it's just about you getting your techniques and knowing how to deal with certain
Yeah.
situations. And like, once you know that, then you'll be alright.
I did end up like a lot of times just laughing at shit after therapy. I was like, if I don't laugh, I'll die.
I mean, that's a fact. It's a fact.
Like for me, what has worked is because I work in mental health. Like I see like some of the tips they give the like the patients and stuff. So I just go back home
You
and
use it.
exercise it.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So maybe I should just give you guys little worksheets and stuff.
Yeah, do that.
Give us that little cheat
Yeah.
code and that.
Yeah,
from
give us
time
homework.
and that.
Yeah, some bullet points. It's calm.
Listen, yeah,
Just
something you
things
need
to
it.
do at home. Answer questions by yourself and.
Shit, that sounds scary though.
Yeah, that's what you're home. I was like, fuck.
No, I just.
It's me
Yeah,
versus
maybe
me.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
no,
was
no,
our
definitely doing supervision. Yeah, maybe.
Being honest with yourself is a scam. It's a scam. I'm telling you, bro. You can't do it.
No minutes many times I've been late. Just I'm like, raw. I'm like fighting myself inside my head.
Yeah.
Just answer myself questions.
Talking to yourself is terrible, bro. Don't do it. Definitely don't recommend.
recommend it.
But I recommend it, but also don't
It
recommend
is that.
I talk to myself a lot.
So do I, but
I
it's terrible.
improvise arguments.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
Like, talking to yourself regularly is calm, but when you start talking to yourself,
Oh,
talking to
yeah,
yourself,
I'm
like,
there.
If it's
I'm
like
right back
if
there.
it's an argument that I feel passionately about,
It's-
we
you
have
argue
to
with
practice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like you're about to argue
Yeah, with someone
else?
else.
Oh no, that kind of
Yeah,
talking to yourself,
I
I
need
get
to-
it.
I do that all the time. I'm like,
Listen
the reason
to you
why this
fucking bitch.
happened, yeah,
Yeah.
because you wasn't listening. I was trying to tell you, and then I
No,
was
but
like,
you
fam,
have to, because you have
I
to
gotta
be
let it
prepared
go.
for whatever they could.
You have to.
The thing is,
Throw
it,
back,
it
so-
never comes out that way.
It never
No,
happens.
but I feel
Never
like you
does.
need to in terms of to release that energy.
Because
Yeah.
that one day it happens, you're gonna be so happy. Like I rehearsed this.
Yup.
I rehearsed
Yeah.
this,
I
rehearsed
got my
this, I got
PowerPoint
it.
presentation.
Because like there'll be times where like I'll be like, if I see this person again, I'm gonna say this,
Yeah.
and then by the time I see them, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I think it's
So-
good to just get out and then move on with it. Don't hold into it. Don't hold on to it as long.
Hey, holding on to feelings that's like
Feelings.
that's mad, you know. It's
Yeah.
a mad bag to carry with you.
It happens though, man.
It's like holding
Sometimes
on
you
to
just
love,
don't
innit?
even know. It's just
Yeah. Still.
hold on to love. Yuck. Yucky.
Can't wait till you find the boobs.
I mean,
I want that for you.
same, but also nah.
Okay.
Still.
Speaking of that, and this is probably more towards Ibby because I know you're
Why?
religious.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Is it mad?
Yes.
To
God.
Oh no,
Sorry,
I asked him
continue.
already.
Man's laughing.
What, today?
before saying the
You asked me
Asked
yesterday,
him
innit?
yesterday.
Well,
Yeah,
go
it's
on.
not today though, is it?
Oh, sorry.
You want to know as well.
Is it mad to consider taking on a religion just to be with someone?
Nah, it's not mad. But obviously, you can't just be like, yeah, alright, cool, man's with you. I'm gonna do this religion thing, and then you
Not
can't.
do
That
it.
just can't be the only.
No,
reason. I feel like it can't be the only
Because
reason.
I mean, in terms of
'Cause
the
then it
question,
won't
it's
work.
like you meet someone, obviously, and
Yeah.
you have something with them. But then, obviously, if you wanted to get serious and they take their religion seriously,
No.
what do you do?
Yeah, I feel like it's nice, but I don't feel like that should be the sole reason of you taking on a religion. Is like it's a whole thing, innit?
Yeah.
You can't just be like, yeah, my babes is Muslim.
I, know
I like
exactly
my
where he's going with
babes, so me too. I'm Muslim.
But
Because then it's just like you're doing it for a reason. Isn't it?
yeah,
But
it's just
obviously,
like the long term thing.
yeah,
Yeah, but this is a conversation you have at the early stages, though.
people don't have these conversations.
They don't.
You
though.
should do.
'Cause it's a
So
scary-
what are you doing?
But it's a scary conversation.
Just
Oh,
chilling.
to me, that sounds like a waste of time. If I'm,
God damn.
no,
Hey, man,
seriously,
speak
because
your
if
shit.
No,
you
that's
meet
true.
someone,
Speak your
It
shit, Sam.
depends.
like you ask questions, oh, what's your faith? What's this? What's that?
Mhm.
And if it's not aligned with yours, you
But
bust out.
That's what I'm saying. But
If it's
like,
serious,
but if it's like, what's your faith, and then they say, oh, that they're not really religious, you just cancel them straight away, or do you have the conversation of would you consider, or
okay. But when I say bust out, I mean more like we're both gonna have to come in agreement that
Yeah.
Oh,
this
right.
can't be serious, but we'll still.
but at what stage in the relationship? When you're dating, or
Don't you?
official?
I don't know. How do you guys get to know
I
people?
think you like ask the vibe if they are religious and kind of see what they say.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll ask, like, that's probably one of the first questions.
I feel
You know
like
them?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
that's one
feel
of the
like
first questions.
What,
at
religious?
At whatever
Yeah.
dinner table you're at on that first date.
Yeah.
whatever.
You know them questions like, oh, like,
are
I
you
don't know.
religious? Is always one.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, are you religious? I don't know what other fucking
Are you
first
re-
day questions
Yeah,
you
do
ask,
like
but that's one of them.
thing, yeah.
Mm.
Like, what country your
It'll
parents
just
from?
come
That
out.
kind of shit.
It'll just come up.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of see if they're like, oh, yeah, I'm Christian, I go to church every Sunday, blah blah. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this probably won't work out because I don't go to church. Full stop.
Yeah.
Mm.
I guess it depends also your tolerance and like what it's basically what you can deal with, innit?
Mm.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm Muslim, but obviously man's not the fucking like man has rum near my lips all the time, innit? Like, so you know what I'm on. But I've like you know who I'm in it. Alan knows who I am. Everyone knows who I
Oh,
am.
rum always on my lips.
You know the vibes, innit?
I think that's the title for this.
And I've realized just in dating that I don't think I could be with someone who is an atheist only because, and I don't, maybe not in general, I'm generalizing here, but anyway,
Yeah.
the atheists I've dated have been the atheists who are like mad anti-God in it. Like, you know, the ones who are like borderline,
believe in God, huh?
yeah, borderline disrespectful.
Trying to prove.
And it's like, you're trying to prove, I'm like, I understand you not believing in God doesn't matter to me, innit? Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's your own thing, but there needs to be some kind of respect
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
'Cause
No,
it-
absolutely.
So that I think that's my only thing. I haven't met an atheist who's just chill. I don't believe in God.
I feel like if you say you're atheist, then it's already an issue.
You think?
Yeah, because like
you don't-
atheist
why
is
would you need
so,
to
like,
announce it?
yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
atheist. Just I
It's
don't-
so like left
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like if you just like if you even say, "Oh, I believe in something," or whatever,
See,
I feel like that's even closer than
Absolutely.
atheist.
I feel like atheists is just like, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, atheist is basically like there is no God and you're wrong.
Believing in
Yeah,
nothing
it's the you're wrong
is-
bit, especially.
It's kind of dark just to believing there's nothing.
But I get that. I understand maybe you just don't believe in anything. But I feel like with the atheists I've encountered, they make not believing in anything a belief system. Do you know what I mean? Like they make it's what's his name?
Yeah,
What's
but
that?
it's though, no?
Or Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
I hate that
Him.
guy so
He's an
much.
atheist and he makes it his whole thing to make fun of people who don't believe in God.
Yeah, but that's because he's a comedian.
No. He does it like
He's a
he
prick.
means it. He's a prick.
Actually,
Oh, you know what it is? I like him, so.
That you're I feel you. He's
I
funny,
like
but when
it.
he starts
I
talking
like
about
that
God,
humour,
I'm like,
so.
oh,
He's the only guy I can actually watch.
really?
Yeah,
As a comedian?
yeah.
God damn,
What,
Selma.
I like the dry. I like the dark. I like the.
I don't find
Yeah.
it funny at all.
I find
No,
him funny.
he's
It's
made me
funny.
chuckle. He's made me chuckle.
I could just this guy is not funny.
He's a fool though. He's a fantastic.
But
fool.
I understand he is funny.
So's
Yeah.
Aaron.
I understand. No. I understand he's funny because there people love him, but I'm just like, nah, dog.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, if
when-
it's not your brand of
Yeah.
comedy,
No,
it's not innit?
and then when you add on the whole atheist, nah, get this guy out here.
Yeah, that's just pushing it even
No.
further.
too
Yeah,
much. Yeah,
He's doing a lot.
he's doing a lot for me personally. Anyway.
All right, so then I don't want to direct it at Ibby, but I just feel like
Yeah, sure. Why not?
in terms of like dating, in terms of the future, are you
Yeah.
looking for
What Muslim babes?
not Muslim based, but just something more serious? Or I guess it's not like you don't date; you just date to date, innit? Like it is what it is.
I
but
date and then we'll see what
are
happens.
you
innit?
kind of looking for something a little bit more serious, whatever that means?
I don't think I'm looking for anything in particular.
Okay, not looking, but
Yeah,
if
but
you,
if the
you
vibe-
encounter someone
Yeah,
and
if
there's a vibe,
Yeah, I'm there.
is it more of a all right? Like if I'm going to proceed with this, I need to know X, Y, and Z, or is it the vibe is lit?
For me, obviously, the vibe has to be there, innit?
Yeah,
Because I'm not gonna just find someone you tick all these, but you're this religion, you do this and the other. But then when I see you, just like So there has to be a vibe, but then also there has to be other things that we need to have some compatibility on this side. It can't just be vibes all the time, innit?
Yeah.
We need, especially if I'm thinking we're gonna move forward and do life together. We need to have some.
Yeah, this is real life.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if we're doing life
Shit,
together, we need some things. We need to align on certain things. I can't just be. Obviously, I'm young now, and I'm not going to be young forever. I can't just be doing willy nilly forever. Yeah, I like it's sick. Yeah, sex vibes. Yeah, it's lit. That's not going to last forever. Right? You feel me? Sex and the vibes. People, if you're living like that, I'm not going to lie. You're living wrong forever. It's mad. It can't be sex and the vibes. all
That
the time.
is the name of my next song. bro.
Sex and the vibes.
Sex and the vibes,
Or whatever. It can't be that forever.
That is
So I do
funny.
feel like at a certain point, especially if you're seeing someone and you're thinking, "Alright, cool, this could go somewhere," then you gotta start looking like, is this a match? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because some people, I've dated some people where I've been like, this person is sick, yeah, but like you're sick, but not for me. You feel me?
yeah.
Like
Mm.
you do
We would
this, you
never
do that.
work.
We down the line is just not gonna work because there's just
There's
some
too
things
many
that
differences.
there's too many differences.
Like key differences anyway.
Yeah. Even some small things can just rub some other people the wrong way. But yeah, I'm chilling. But also, if you're gonna do life with someone, you gotta just make good choices, man.
True.
Sex
Like
and
make
vibes.
can't be sex,
Sex
and vibes,
vibes,
or whatever.
whatever.
Man. Can't be sex vibes or whatever, man. Because that's how
That
some
sounds
you
like a
end
mood,
up
though.
with. It's
It's
a
a
mood.
mood.
No, it's a big mood.
Different one.
It's a big mood, but you need to have sex vibes and whatever. Also, with the whatever needs to be there.
Mm.
It's fine. Don't
That's
worry, man.
such a good name for a song.
What, sex vibes or
Really
whatever.
is.
Sex vibes, whatever.
Yo, my
You
favorite.
better- Listen, Ibs, you better get a cut, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
fucked up. I fucked
Yeah,
up.
you
Yeah.
were.
Inspiration and
I want
This
co-writer
guy will
credits,
tell
right?
you a year later, hey, you know, if you
Honestly,
Hey, you're that number one here.
yeah.
I said, oh, I want to give a shout out to Abs. Well, I said, for what?
yo,
Where my money
you
at?
made this shit.
Where my money at?
That is
You
crazy.
at least a chicken and chips, bro.
No, you don't. You don't. You really
I
don't.
got him, bro. I got him with love, man.
Some song names are amazing.
Trust me.
What's the Daniel Caesar song? Take me back to Georgia, back to. What's the name of that song?
Oh, that's a bang.
It is a banger, but it has a sick name.
Oh,
We have phones.
We do.
We actually do have phones.
But you know when you just
It's
want to
better,
remember,
yeah.
'cause, like,
Fuck. Take me back to.
Is it the one that's about the stripper?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
It is called.
Who Hurt You?
Yeah.
Question mark. That's a great name for a song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And also, Dej Loaf, Me, Hennessy, and You. Amazing.
Fantastic.
Amazing name for a
Good
song.
titles, man.
She's also so peng.
Yes.
Yes.
Very. No, it's Peg, Miss Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Geish.
Spanks is my.
Oh,
It's tall as well, isn't it?
oh.
She's mad tall.
Let me climb you. What?
No, you need to be stopped.
climb you.
Let
Me?
me climb you.
Let me climb
Can't be
you.
like the monkey bars
Come
here,
on.
baby.
I'm sure. Let me
You're
climb you.
outrageous.
Me.
Nah, back
Let
in.
me
My
climb
dad
you.
said, Let me climb you.
Let me climb you.
Yeah.
You said she's tall.
Fam,
She's tall.
hold me.
Hold me. Let me climb you.
Yeah, you
Carry me,
you'd be
baby.
little
Carry
too.
me.
Carry
Have
me
you
to
seen that
bed.
video of little baby jumping on that woman?
Yeah,
And her carrying him?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not little baby.
yeah,
The baby. The baby.
Yeah, I saw that.
The
still.
baby.
That was wild.
The baby is my king. Shout out to him, man.
Strong one.
He's living his best life. But yeah, shout out to Miss Banks. We love you.